A few days ago, I visited the Joseon Folk Painting Exhibition held at the Amorepacific headquarters in Yongsan, Seoul. The moment I entered the exhibition hall, passing through the forest of building city center, I felt as if the noisy and busy daily life had paused for a moment. It was as if I was slipping through a crack in time, quiet, and it was a special experience where I could encounter static beauty. This Joseon Folk Painting Exhibition spans the Joseon Dynasty and modern era. It was an exhibition that shed light on folk paintings that have been loved for a long time from various perspectives. It explained how the paintings were expressed, what colors were frequently used, and what differences there were compared to court paintings in a friendly manner. I saw the genre of folk painting is not just one of the traditional paintings, but an intimate art that showed the daily lives of our ancestors. I could truly, deeply feel this anew and profoundly in my heart. As you follow each piece, you notice exaggerated expressions or repetitive shapes, and sometimes even whimsical imagination. You can sense the unique, free-spirited atmosphere and humorous emotions of folk paintings. Especially, folk paintings are not just existing as drawings on paper, ceramics, wood, ornaments, etc. I found it really interesting that it naturally permeates our daily lives. Seeing this, I realized anew that tradition is never outdated, or I realized anew that it wasn't hard. It flows with the trends and sensibilities of the times, and the fact that folk paintings have always evolved anew is truly impressive. The exhibition layout was also quite impressive, especially the exhibition space centered around the folding screens felt like a story in itself. The folding screens were not just simple decorations, but canvases containing the lives, philosophies, hopes, and beliefs of the people of that era. In the detailed paintings depicting books and study rooms, I could feel how much people at the time valued scholarship. In the paintings that contained the meanings of each character, even a single character in the painting conveyed blessings and wishes, which deeply resonated with me. Among them, the lotus folding screen was truly an unforgettable scene. As you walk along the long screen that is connected as one, it felt as if a pond was unfolding before my eyes, with lotus flowers gently floating on it. With each step I took, my gaze naturally continued, and before I knew it, I was deeply immersed in it. It felt like I was taking a walk through a piece of serene nature, rather than looking at a painting. Another truly impressive point in this exhibition was the color and detail. Folk paintings are not simple mix of colors, but a blend of harmony, sensibility, and narratives that come together in various ways. Especially in the bird and flower paintings, the birds and flowers were blended in the scene. The painting was not divided into several pieces, but if it had been connected as a whole, it might have been even more moving. It felt as if the life in nature had paused for a moment to just show us the present. And in the bird and flower paintings depicting flowers and butterflies, the butterflies were drawn from various angles, thanks to the delicate depiction of each butterfly's movement. It felt as if the butterflies were flying in front of my eyes, giving a sense of liveliness. Personally, it was my favorite piece, and I wanted to take it home immediately. I personally prefer paintings with a more subtle and quiet atmosphere. Perhaps that's why I tend to choose works that are a bit different from those that are popularly favored. However, what most people showed the most interest in was indeed the peony painting. The vibrant colors, the petals filling the canvas, the overwhelming presence. Even for someone visiting the exhibition for the first time, it was a piece that immediately caught the eye. Seeing people taking photos and expressing admiration, I could understand why this painting has been loved for such a long time. When viewing an exhibition like this, comparing the artworks I like with those that others might like, turns out to be quite an interesting way to appreciate them. The more perspectives you have, the more stories the paintings seem to tell. After visiting an exhibition, I always make sure to stop by the merchandise section. This time, I didn't miss the chance to look around either. There were many products that combined traditional patterns with modern design. It was a time that provided design inspiration just by looking. This Joseon Folk Painting Exhibition made me see the word tradition in a new light. We often think of tradition as something from the distant past, old or unrelated to the present, don't we? But what I felt through this exhibition is that tradition is alive even at this very moment. The sensibilities of the people from the Joseon Dynasty, their perspective on beauty, were in line with the emotions we pursue today. And that sensibility, through the form of folk paintings, has transcended time to reach our hearts. The aesthetic of tradition continues to live and breathe even in this era. I was able to feel it once again, and it approached not as something old, but as a new beauty. I hope we continue to discover the beauty within us through various exhibitions, and please look forward to the next exhibition review. If you want to keep seeing stories about tradition, design, and branding, please subscribe, like, and set notifications.